Today, we're going to talk about using AI to improve communications. And this is something I'm really excited about. And I think it's a topic that is underappreciated and it's underutilized. And the reason is because so many people talk about AI to generate content. And I think there's an opportunity to go back and look at AI as that assistant that can deliver personalized guidance to you, whatever situation that you're in. That's what I want to focus on today. Imagine a situation where you can walk into any conversation and feeling fully prepared to connect at a really deep level with the other person. And I think when you combined AI and personality insights, you can take your communications to a whole new level. And this can be applied to both your professional life and at home. If you can do a little bit of preparation and think about any of these personality assessments that you may have had in your life, go find out or look up what those were. And if you hadn't, go take a few minutes to take an assessment for Myers-Briggs or look up Enneagram or get the book on StrengthsFinder. Any of these will work. Knowing your personality tendencies and your type and the traits of your personality will really help you understand your dominant forms of communication, what your tendencies are, and you can adapt those to other people. And that's where the real power of this comes in, because you can maximize the areas that you're strong, and you can also be aware of what your weaknesses are. And then if you are proactive and find out a little bit more about the people you spend time with and what their personality types are, you can make some adjustments to how you communicate so you can operate and communicate at a level that resonates strongly with them. Think about how this might impact the workplace scenario with you and your colleagues. Or if you have clients who are willing to share their personality types with you, think about how that might improve your communications. I have found that more often people are willing to share their personality types proactively. So if you're in a workplace scenario and you have an opportunity to find out a personality type of the people that you spend time with, whether it's a manager that you report to, or if you are a manager and you have direct reports working with you, this can really enhance the relationship. So what I'm going to ask you to do is just this week, take some time to go back and find out what your personality types are, and then think about who you communicate on a regular basis and get some insights on their personality type and make some changes and think about how that will shift your next conversation. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some examples of how you can use AI to leverage your personality types to enhance your conversations, whether this is a networking scenario or if you just want to build your own personal profile to maximize your strengths. So I'm going to give you a couple examples. These can both be extrapolated for a number of scenarios. So the first one I'm going to talk about and show you is just an AI networking prep tool. It's a very simple prompt. And the background of this is that I had a meeting not too long ago with somebody, and the person who introduced us shared both of our personality types ahead of time. So I was able to take my personality type, Myers-Briggs, and also I knew what the other person's was, and I was able to prepare for this first meeting that we had. And what the result was, it turned out to be a highly productive meeting, and I was able to be more prepared than I would have been normally. So here's what this looks like. First of all, go ahead and open up a new chat within ChatGPT. And I'm going to give you this first prompt, which is, I call it planning for a meeting. And I'll walk you through it. Here's the context. You're just telling AI that you're going to meet today with somebody for the first time and a little bit of background about them. And I need some help understanding their personality type. Now, I've got a line for my personality type on the Myers-Briggs is, and anywhere where I have these curly braces, it's just a placeholder value. So you would replace that part with your personality type in the Myers-Briggs. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy in mine. And then the other person I was meeting with would be in the one below. So if you're going to meet with somebody and you know their personality type, you can put that in, or you could guess. And then the command of the prompt is to suggest some strategies and guidance for how I can best interact with this person. And so right away, it's going to look up, and I wouldn't say look up, it's going to build on its own knowledge profile for my strengths and what everything is associated with my personality type, the ENFP. And it's going to contrast that and give me some guidance on how I can talk to somebody with an ENTJ. And this is the exact type of guidance I got before my meeting the other week. I was able to adjust how I performed in that meeting. I knew exactly what the other person was going to value. It wasn't me changing my personality. It was me adapting my personality so I could deliver at a higher level and be of service to that other person and be valuable to them. And that was highly effective. That's the first example. So I want to show you a new example. I'm going to open up a new chat. Now, this one is building a personal profile coach for you. Now, this is a long prompt. So I'll go ahead and put it in, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll through it slowly so you can look at it on your own. And if you're part of my 30-day AI challenge group, this prompt will be in the group. So if you want the full prompt and just copy and paste, you can go ahead and join the group. And the instructions for that are in the comments for the video. And it's not terribly long. It just has some options. So I'm going to go ahead and run this. And what this is going to do is it's going to act as a personal coach for me or for you based off of the input that you provided. So I'm going to go ahead and click go with this. And it's going to ask me some questions down below. Have I done any of these personality assessments? If yes, tell me which one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go ahead and tell it that, yes, I've done the Myers-Briggs, Enneagram, and StrengthsFinder. So now that I've told it that, they're going to ask me, what are my different types? And so I'll put ENFP for Myers-Briggs, and it will probably next ask me for my Enneagram type, and I know that is a 7. And lastly, it's going to ask me about my StrengthsFinder, and I've already got that prepared, and these are the ones that align with my personality. So I've got 3 different versions in there. You don't need all 3. If you don't have them, you could just skip that. Now, what's going to happen is it's going to build some recommendations. It's going to build a bunch of help for me about the type of projects that I'm working on. Now it's asking me, what am I currently working on and any challenges? This is where you could tell AI, I'm trying to do a project on this. I'm working with a client and our goal is X, or I'm trying to earn a new client and these are my challenges. What I'm going to do is copy in the project I'm currently working on, which is this 30-day AI challenge, where I produce a video each day and help a bunch of people learn how to use AI to leverage AI in their daily life. And so it's going to come back and it's going to give some recommendations. And now I can have a discussion with this because it understands what I'm trying to do. It understands my personality types. And I can now engage with it and ask it questions or talk about some challenges I have. And that's one of the things I'll often do because this is telling me all the things that I like to hear. Great, you're telling me good news about me, but I want to be able to perform at a really high level and I want to be proactive about addressing any weaknesses. So that's the type of thing I'll put in this conversation. Now it's going to give me some feedback about, yeah, these are some of the challenges that you're probably going to come up with. And these are very consistent with my personality type. And what I'll do is I'll just say, yep, some of these resonate with me. And I'm just going to put this in and say, yep, I recognize these and I want some guidance and help on how to overcome these or make some suggestions on what I can do to stay on track. This is a different way to leverage AI to help you get things done, help you communicate, and understand your personality type and the tendencies and the strengths that you have and leverage those as you interact with the world. Meanwhile, being aware of the tendencies that you have, which may be considered a weakness or a weak side of your dominant traits and how you can overcome some of those and be aware of them and leverage AI to get ahead of that. So I'm going to stop right there And what I want to challenge you to do with this is think about how you can leverage this information, not to make you better at what you do necessarily, but how you can be of service to other people, namely the people that you work with, your colleagues, your clients, and your friends and family. How can you leverage this information to be a better version of you? And I think that's one of the magical things about this technology. It has some of these softer sides that we may not think about because we're so busy trying to generate content. Yet here we have a tool that can give us highly personalized guidance and help get us through some spots that we might need help with when we're stuck or when we're frustrated or we just need another person in the room. AI can be that person. I hope this is useful and can't wait to hear what you come back with. Let me know in the comments. All right, that's it. Take care.